No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about a character that was thought to have been scrapped as a future legend, but now looks to be coming back, and they are one of the most overpowered legends we could have possibly ever seen. We're going to go over the backstory, who they likely are that we've already seen before, and what it means if they do come to the games. We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill, but without further ado, let's talk about the future legend. So as most of you are aware, a while ago we did receive a leak of a bunch of future legends coming to the game, and so far they have been eerily accurate. We've seen Newcastle, Vantage, and Catalyst all come in as we knew about. Now, fortunately, it does look like some of them were scrapped, as one of the ones that was mentioned was Uplink. However, that does not seem to be the case 100%. Originally, Oz let me know that he did hear from a playtester that also had let him know that he confirmed my flatline recolor that Uplink was canceled. I had never heard anything about this. All that I knew was the legend release order, which has been accurate so far with Newcastle, Vantage, and Catalyst in that order, and then a pause season, and then possibly Caliber. But according to recent information, it does seem like Uplink is not officially 100% scrapped yet, which is a little odd because he had the potential to be the best legend that we've seen in a very long time. And so from this point, let's actually go ahead and talk about what makes Uplink so great.
Let's start with his official title, and it will be Satellite Survivor. And I know when you first look at the title, it sounds very much like he's actually going to be a rival to Crypto with his drone, but that's not the case. Let's first take a look at his passive, which is called Network Communion, where you will gain 25% of recovery effects used in signal range. Now, this could very well be for syringes, shield cells, and other items that you use to help recover yourself. But we also did just receive a newer leak about the small shield capacitor, which is a unique item that will be added to Apex Legends. From the image, you can see it's actually got its own unique survival slot next to the heat shield, so this will be something completely different, and it will heal a small amount of shields. It comes in small, medium, and large, and it seems to do it passively, which makes it a little different than shield cells. I could definitely see Uplink actually being designed in mind alongside this new type of item coming into Apex Legends. However, his tactical is where it starts to get very interesting, because what it does is it can revive teammates just like Lifeline's DOC drone, but instead of reviving the health portion of your allies, it will actually recover your shields. And so you can obviously see the connection there between Lifeline and Uplink, and while I do think that there will be a little bit of the people who main these legends having a bit of a competition, I actually see these two working together incredibly well, that if you have, say, a Gibraltar, these guys will indefinitely keep him alive with a gun shield. It could actually end up being quite ridiculously overpowered, but keep in mind, they're still very much in the development process of this character, so I imagine a couple things will change. But his ultimate is definitely going to be the thing that gets worked on the most before he's actually released, and it's called Immortality Relay Beacon, and it's a deployable satellite beacon that prevents allies in the signal area from being down. That is absolutely busted. In this ultimate, we can actually see it has a crazy timer of about 45 seconds, and the range is pretty big. I imagine you have to cut that time down quite a bit before he's released and make the area much smaller. If there was ever a support legend, this guy is it. If you put down a Revenant totem, he will make sure that when you get sent back that you're not going to get taken out. If you are a Caustic or a Watson player and you have this guy on your team, you can hold a building when they eventually do push. You throw down this relay beacon and you have no worries while everyone's getting hit by your gases and fences while you take them out. I know everyone's been wanting a support legend to come into Apex Legends, and this is definitely a support legend 100%, but he will definitely be toned down before he's released. This is just a little too powerful in my opinion.
Now, in terms of who this could actually be in the story, we have a couple of options. As we did get Lifeline's story from the Outlands with the heist operation with Octane, there were two distinct possibilities. One is this guy that a lot of people seem to think it is, because it does look like the placeholder image. We don't really know anything other than the fact that he's holding a clipboard and helping a person. Now, like I said, this character is supposed to be very similar to Lifeline, so it very well could be a medic person like this, but we really don't get any information other than him just walking by a patient really quick. I think the more likely option would actually be the guy that Lifeline saves in the stories from the Outland. He also looks fairly similar to the placeholder image, and it's important to know these are placeholder images. They do not indicate what the legend will actually look like. Catalyst, for instance, looked nothing like her placeholder image. He also has a lot more story development and even a romantic relationship with Lifelines, and so it does seem like he ties a lot more into her character and to the story as well, but we'll just have to wait and see officially when this legend releases how his kit has changed and what his background and story is. Let me know down below, how would you feel about Uplink coming to the game? Do you think his kit needs to be reworked completely, or do you think he's fine the way he is? And until next time, legends, keep slaying in the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.